FTI started 40 years ago as a hired gun for parties in litigation, and now offers virtually any nasty service a corporation could need. According to the Times, the fossil fuel industry employs FTI for a lot of dirty work. One thing FTI does is to stand up fake front groups. The New York Times chronicles how organizations like Citizens to Protect Pennsylvania Jobs, New Mexicans for Economic Prosperity, and the Liberty Energy Project actually all trace back to FTI through common employees, internet domain registrations, and other ties. Each of these pop-up groups suggests that it's a broad coalition of regular Americans. Each sports a flashy website like this one, with neighborly-looking folk in scenic vistas. And of course, they all make the fossil fuel case for cutting corporate taxes and slashing environmental protections. We call these fake environmental grassroots groups AstroTurf, a product manufactured by big, powerful special interests to look like grassroots support. This one is a classic, Texans for Natural Gas. The Times writes about this outfit: acting as Texans for Natural Gas representatives, FTI employees have launched pro-industry petitions, produced videos and reports on the importance of the Permian Basin oil field, and written opinion pieces for local newspapers supporting fossil fuels. The site features testimonials from 3 women, I'm quoting still, 2 of whom are represented with stock photos. Let me interrupt the quote for a minute, because you know you can go to the internet and find stock photos of people that you can use. So these aren't real testimonials, these are fake FTI testimonials with a stock photo to make it look like it's credible. Okay, back to the quote, and one more of the 3 women, with a photo used without permission from the Flickr page of a photographer in the Philippines. Classy, huh? This bag of polluter tricks is pretty familiar to those who've studied the web of denial here. But FTI is also pulling some new tricks. One new target is fossil fuels' own investors. A new challenge for oil and gas companies is their own shareholders, even their biggest institutional investors, calling on them to identify and address climate risks. For instance, last spring, BlackRock, the largest institutional investor in the world, voted at a shareholder meeting to remove 2 Exxon directors and install an independent Exxon chairman, all to improve this oil giant's, quote, insufficient progress, close quote, in addressing its business risk from climate change. Well, that kind of warning shot sends shivers down the spine of a big polluter. So there's FTI, which popped up a group in 2018 called Main Street Investors, which commissioned studies arguing that activist shareholders harm shareholder value, and it launched a website, divestmentfacts.com, to argue against big university endowments, pension funds, and other big investors divesting from fossil fuels. The Times notes about this scheme, I quote, "At least 6 academic papers published on this website were by professors who, in addition to their university jobs, were also working for Compass Lexicon, an FTI subsidiary." Neat trick, using shareholder money to fool shareholders. Who paid FTI to set up Main Street Investors? The National Association of Manufacturers, which the watchdog group Influence Map has called the worst climate obstructor in America.